Very good.
Show some love to the YouTube.
No, but we also are streaming live on YouTube. So for those who want to go to the Walking in Your Destiny Gospel Radio Show YouTube channel, we're going to be live in a second. So we're just waiting to get everything going. And so my producer here, my little angel over there, has said it is ready to go. So again, welcome to the Walking in Your Destiny Gospel Radio Show live Saturday Confessions with your host, Shauna Whitehead Stars. And today we are talking about how to make your business successful while using kingdom practices. And I have two special guests here. The first person I'm going to introduce is Dr. Wayne Glenn, who's the owner and founder of Redemptive Training Institute, who happens to be a very powerful motivational speaker and an influential person here at Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So let's
And hope we can share a lot of things that can help a lot of people start business and how to be successful using the principles from the Bible.
Amen. And then the next person we're going to introduce, you guys are probably already heard him talking already, is my friend and your friend, Mr. Antoine Miller, who happens to be the owner of Miller Digital Branding. He is a successful marketing person who has been doing these marketing branding tools for a very long time. And he is the CEO and founder of Miller Digital Branding. So let's put our hands together and let's welcome Mr. Antoine Miller.
Thank you very much. Very excited to be here, sitting on this panel with very, very distinguished people here. So I'm just hoping to be able to speak to everyone today and talk to them a little bit about getting their business going. And like Wayne said, definitely applying those principles from the Bible.
Amen. Okay, so you guys, we are going to get started. First of all, I'm so excited about having you on the show. And I know y'all looking at like, where her mic at? But you know what? We forgot another mic, but that's neither here or there. We're going to keep it moving and we're going to keep having a fantastic show. So, okay, so Dr. Wayne, give us some principles on what makes your business successful. And first of all, how long have you been in business? And I have three questions for you. How long have you been in business? Tell us the type of business you have and what makes your business successful.
Okay. Redemptive Training Services has been in business for a little over 2 years. We are a short-term training program that was designed to help unemployed people in the Milwaukee area and connect them with employment. And that's basically the core of it, is to help people to get not only employment, but to get what we call family sustainable income and career. So not just an income job, but an income and career. We specialize in 3 schools. We have a school of trades, which is all your carpentry, commercial cleaning, electrical, plumbing, and things like that. And we also have a school of retail, which is the retail industry fundamental. That was basically designed for people that's finding it hard to get employed out here in this world, and they don't get callbacks after they fill out an online resume or application. They never get called back. It's designed to help them get employment. Also, we have the School of Sales, which is retail. That is real estate, life and health insurance, and automotive sales. What was the third question?
And the third question is, how does it make your what makes you successful? How's your business being successful?
I guess the first rule that we use, biblical principle we use, is patience. And to get things together so that we don't rush out, and we never rushed out to do anything. We had patience and put everything together first. But I guess the second one was to help God's people. And it was just designed that to help the poor, to help the people that don't get help. People that don't get assistance, or the people that get caught up in the red tape of our workforce help. And so I wanted to help them get a chance and to open them up to industries and careers that most never know about.
All right, so that sounds good to me. Okay, so first of all, Antoine, I'm going to ask you the same question.
Sure.
Tell us a little bit about your business and tell us why do you do what you do,
Right.
and what type of the principles that you use to make your business successful.
Okay. Well, again, my name is Antoine Miller, and I am the owner of Miller Digital Branding and Twitter. So many different things where they can get exposure to people. And so that, that really caused me to go ahead and start Miller Digital Branding. And it's been going great. It's been a blessing to me because I've been able to not only talk about, social media, but also talk to people about the Word of God.
Amen.
And so for me, being able to spread the word digitally, it's a lot faster than going, door to door nowadays. So just telling people, tag someone, share this with someone, that really, has really been a big focus of what I'm doing.
Okay, great. And I know you guys are wondering, what is Dr. Wayne over here doing? He's trying to make it where I can see everybody and see the comments. So just bear with us, because I'm not tech savvy, I should say. So that's why I need my experts to help me. All right, so that sounds really well, really wonderful of what you said. And it's very important that as business owners that we want to do, if we want to see our business succeed, we need to use kingdom principles that's going to help us be able, that's going to be able to push our businesses. Do you agree?
Absolutely.
Dr.
Yes,
Wayne, do you agree with that?
definitely.
Okay. So let's dive on in. So how have you had any challenges, like far as when you started your business and while you're doing your business, and how has those principles helped you?
Wow. Yeah.
I give you a lot.
That's a little bit to chew on.
I know.
Many challenges. First, there's always a challenge being a black business owner, and the assistance that the community gives you when you're not well known, when you don't have a lot of money, and also the resources that's out there is it's not visible. It's not there where you can reach out and grab it all the time, and you have to be persistent. So persistence is usually one of the principles to keep on going and know who's behind you, the God in you, and keep on going, because if God shows you something, He never holds it back from you.
That's right.
And so when I seen this business, I know that no matter what comes in front of me, there's nothing bigger than my God.
That's right.
To put it together. So that's probably one of the biggest things that we did, but there's many challenges. I mean, I deal with mostly federal and state funding.
Okay.
And so there's always scarcity because a lot of people are going after that same funding. So, but I know that I'm helping the right people. I'm helping people. It's not about the funds that come to me, because if somebody would send a check, I always say, if somebody send a check to my family every month, I'll do what I do for free. And so I have a passion about doing what I do, but I have to make sure my family's all right. I have to make sure the bills are all right. But I have a true passion about helping people, and so that they can help their family.
That's right. And then I wanted to say too, thank you. I wanted to say too that without these principles, you all, that the kingdom principles, and I do have some of them jotted down, you're not going to be able to really, I'm not saying that you're not going to be successful, but your business is not going to be able to be successful as it could be.
Absolutely.
If that makes sense. And I know for me, with some of the businesses that we own, that I know for me, everything that I do has to start with God. Putting Him first in the business, putting Him, anything that He tells me to do, before I even do it, making sure that I pray, and hear from God, because you want to make sure that you're doing that so that you can be successful. So that's one principle. Making sure that you put it up before the Lord. And then another principle is practice the golden rule with employees and customers. Make sure people are the first thing that you see. Treat them the way you want to be treated. And if you're doing that, you're going to always show the love of Christ, even if you don't want to do that, if that makes sense. You want to elaborate?
Yeah, definitely. I think just knowing what, we all really, want the best for ourselves and for the people around us. So, the thing that we have to do is, always remember that, I guess the big thing here is that you have to treat others the way that you want to be treated, whether that's in, business, wherever. So, we're all, to me, when I think about that principle, it goes back to remembering where I started.
That's right.
It goes back to, when I didn't have. It goes back to the moment that I stood in the mirror and, spoke to God and asked Him to really look into me like I was looking into me and bless me to be able to be a blessing to someone else. And I remember clear as day, God speaking to me and telling me that, just keep talking, keep practicing. And one day I'm going to put you in front of people.
That's right.
And, I didn't know what I was going to do with that talent, but I knew I wanted that talent and I wanted to help spread the word of God. So I said, am I going to be a preacher?
Because you're looking like Pastor Ken.
Hey, shout out to Pastor Ken.
Pastor Ken and Pastor Ken.
But it didn't work out that way. God sent me down the path of business. And so, now having that opportunity to do unto others is really looking back and seeing people who are now where I was and trying to help pull them, and pull them up.
And I want to just elaborate on what you said. Too, as business owners, people, period, if you want to own a business, the thing is, the reason why God allows us to be business owners is so that we can be a blessing to others, if that makes sense. You don't want to be a business owner and just having a business just to say, I'm making all this money. No, you want to be able to go out and get someone else and help them so they too can walk into their purpose and their destiny. And it's very important that you do that. And so, again, another principle that I use is when I make my investments, I make sure that I go before God. I make sure that I don't, the Bible said be anxious for nothing, but in all things through prayer and supplication, make your request be made known unto Him. So if you know that you want to open up a business, or if you know you want to grow your business, don't look at what nobody else is doing. Am I talking right? Correct. You want to make sure that you're hearing that from God Himself, because if you do it hastily, then you're going to make mistakes. And I'm a one that used to do hastily stuff and made a lot of mistakes.
I think we all did a little bit.
Okay. What about you, Dr. Wayne?
Wow. Yeah. I think we learn from mistakes. You're going to make mistakes in business. First, I think everybody should know that one of the principles in the Bible is to be an entrepreneur.
That's right.
That's right. We were meant to be entrepreneurs. That's not saying, I'm not saying it's bad for somebody that's working for a paycheck. You have to take care of yourself and your family.
That's right.
But look into business, and one of the reasons why this group right here, we do training to get people into business, because that alone is a business, is a principle from the Bible to be an entrepreneur. So yes, you're going to make mistakes, but getting information like all this information that's at this table right now, learning from us will help you not make the same mistakes that we made. Now you're going to make some new ones that maybe we haven't made, but now you're going to learn to be able to pass that on to someone else so that you can help them grow. And that's what this is all about. It's all about us helping each other to help each other to gain our businesses, to grow our business so that we can all be successful, because there's enough food out there for all of us.
And let me just say, now we're going to do some real talk. Hey, Kim. Okay. Hey, Kim. I got to do a shout out because some people are saying hi. How you all? Okay. Kimberly Brown. Hi, sweetie. Okay. Let me just say this. It's so much money out here to be made. It's a lot of money out here we made. We don't never have to hate on each other. We don't never have to be like this. Ask me a question once. Ask me a question.
Can you help me out?
Y'all see that? We don't have to act like that, because let me just break it down. When you know who you are and whose you are, you don't never have to be jealous or intimidated by what somebody else has got, because if you're going to the source who created heaven and earth, God created everything, even the breath that we breathe, He made. Even this nice, beautiful weave that I got on, He made. Amen. So if He made all that, and He's saying, well, Shauna, I gave you a vision. I want you to write it down, make it plain. Why would I get intimidated by my brother here or my other brother here because he's doing something, or maybe might have something more that I might want, or more than I have? You don't have to get jealous. And as a business owner, if you want to see your business flourish, you cannot have envious and jealous over other people's business that's moving forward. And we, as the Black community, not putting our people down, because I love my people, but sometimes that's an area that we need to really work in the African community.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Am I talking right?
And if I
Okay,
could,
go ahead,
you know,
you can talk about it.
so here's the thing, you know, to me, in our community, we're surrounded by so many people who have just a ton of talent.
Yes.
But we're afraid to, or either, you know, maybe our egos are too big, to knock on their door and ask them for help. You know, if we're all working together, you know, as Shauna said, there's enough out there for all of us.
That's right.
You know, so we can all work together. You know, if you find out what I do well, I find out what you do well. We can get together, make a business, make a partnership, whatever, and get even more money.
That's
That's
right.
what everybody else did.
Because
We're just showing up a little late.
I want to say this. The Bible says that we have to leave a legacy he wants us to leave a legacy for our children and our children's children. So if you tack on the principle of that and understand what the word is saying, you won't be jealous of nobody because you're so busy trying to make sure that you're training up your seed in the way it should go, so that when it is old, it won't depart and it could continue to do the investment that pour into the investment and the legacy that you're trying to leave, if that makes sense. And so you want to make sure that you are using these principles and doing it God's way. I don't know how to say it. Without God, if you don't do it His way, your business is not going to flourish the way it should. I'm not saying it won't, because God said He reigns on the just and the unjust. He blesses the just and the unjust. Man, you look like you want to say
Yeah. I want to, you know, since we being real,
yeah, we got to be
you
real.
know, about helping each other. I just heard today a very good analogy of this. There's motivators.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of us are motivators. We'll tell each other, go do that, go, you know, I love your idea.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's sponsors. Motivators are outside of the room. Sponsors are in the room with you,
Okay.
going to battle with you.
Okay.
We need more sponsors that can make decisions to help you than we need motivators that's going to just stand on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I think is one of the biggest part of this team that you pull together. You pull together sponsors, people that's going to be in there that'll give that advice and then keep on giving it, and that person can keep on reaching out to us to help put together businesses.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where the importance is. I'm not saying that the motivators are not bad, because all of us need our motivators to keep us going when times is bad. But we need more sponsors, more people that's going to be in that ring with us, in that community with us, helping us along the way, guiding us, each other. If we got each other, now we're a team. We can't lose.
That's right. That's right. And the thing is, you want to say something?
Yeah, well, I mean, really kind of piggybacking off of that, and with God, we can't lose. You know, that's
right.
the first thing. You know, we have to be prayerful, and we have to really understand what our calling is, because a lot of us are looking for sponsors and motivators,
Preach.
but we don't even know what we call
That's it. And let me tell you something. If you do not get in the face of the Lord and really hear from God yourself, and that means having a prayer life, even if you don't have a strong prayer life, start a little bit. Hey, God, how are you? You know, if you don't know how to pray, He'll show you how to pray. But first of all, you want to have a prayer life. Mm-hmm. You know, go to the Father, because He's going to give you instructions on what you need. Excuse me. Instructions on what you need to start your business, and because God gives you the desires of your heart. And always remember, every good thing comes from above. So if you know that you, for example, if you know you want to be a hairstylist, and you want to open up a beauty shop, okay, first of all, you don't want to tell everybody what you're trying to do.
That's
you want to get the person that God is putting you connected to. You might share that, hey, the Lord gave me, you know, an idea to open up a beauty shop, and I want to open that up, you know, and have that person stand with you and pray with you. And then you, like I said, you write your vision down, you make it plain, and then you begin to move forward till you see that vision gets off the ground. Mm-hmm. Don't look at what Becky Boo doing, because Becky Boo gonna steer you wrong. You got to stay focused. And the thing is, we as believers, and you know, sometimes we don't stay focused. The Bible say, don't be what you call it, in what you call that? And 10 commandments. Don't be coveting. Don't covet somebody else's stuff. And it's the reason why he say that, because if just like you, Dr. Wayne, you have a couple businesses going on too. We do a little bit something similar, the same thing with our trainings. But I'm not looking at what you're doing and saying, okay, you know what? Let me go ahead and go and do what he doing and get off the vision of what God told me, because that might not work for Shauna Whitehead Starks, but it's working for Dr. Wayne Glenn. So I hope I'm helping someone today. I hope we're helping someone. Did you want to say something?
Yeah, no, I think you really did a good job yourself here. But I think, I mean, just, you know, there's so much, I mean, talent. There's so much in our community. There's so much, there's so many resources. We just have to reach out. You know, we have to reach out to, you know, the people who can help us. We have to be prayerful. One of the things that I thought about, and I was actually doing a little bit of research before I got here, and I don't quote the Bible often, but there is, I want to say Matthew, where is it where Matthew, is it Matthew 11:27? Somewhere where Matthew, in Matthew where Peter goes to Jesus and he asks for help to pay the taxes. And, you know, Peter, is asking Jesus for this money, and Jesus says, you know, go fish. And in that fish's mouth, you'll find a coin. And I think that, you know, we think about business, a lot of times when we're down, when we're out, we run to the Lord, and there's nothing wrong with that. But heaven doesn't print money, right? So we have to be able to get that money ourselves. So what is Jesus going to say? Jesus is going to say what? He's going to say, go get that money, because what? I put talent in you. I put all the skills in you that you need to be successful.
Oh,
so that,
my.
you know, to me, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking we need to use what we already have in us.
Hey, y'all, I'm sorry.
I mean, look,
Wait, I'm sorry.
I'm not the best at quoting scripture, but you can find it. I'm going to dig it up.
Jesus, he said heaven doesn't make money.
Heaven don't print money.
We know heaven don't print no money. But he said go get that money.
Get that money.
But you know what?
Show you how.
Right, Jesus will show you how to make that money. And we also show you how to get good money, but do it the right way.
Thank you.
'Cause
Clarify
all
that.
money ain't good money. You understand what I'm saying?
So
Y'all
true.
feel what I'm talking about? All money ain't good money. We want to help people to make good money the right way. And so we're gonna take a switch in a minute, and we're gonna talk about, because this is my team right here that we travel. We're gonna be traveling the country pretty soon to a couple states where we do a business seminar, and we teach a successful way on how to open up your business and obtain wealth. And what we do here, and this is a part of my team, my power team, what we do is we give you $4,000 worth of information that you only get for $100. You're not getting this nowhere.
You can't beat that.
You can't beat that, because we're giving you tools on how to be successful, and not only giving you tools on how to be successful, but we're giving you tools on how to obtain wealth. And when you leave the seminars, you're leaving with stocks and bonds, and on how to do offshore accounts. People ain't teaching you that, and the Bible says the lack of knowledge, our people perish. You know, I encourage all business owners, if you are a business owner, go out and get someone else and teach them or help them how to become a successful business owner, not just, oh, I gotta be in this. No. God blesses us so that we can be a blessing and to help the people of God, help his people.
That's right.
There you go.
Wow.
You
say it all. But in helping people, first of all, you said something that has to be said again. We have everything inside us. God gave us everything inside us to be successful. Everything. And we have to understand who we are first. If you're going to use biblical principles, you have to know who you are to be able to use them.
That's right.
And if you got God on your side, you can't fail. He's in you. He's with you along this whole travel of putting together a business in life. You know, you have to know there's many things going to come up against you.
That's right.
If they don't, nothing worthwhile is easy. And you have to learn and grow as those problems come. That's the only reason they're there. And most of them are only trials so that you can learn to teach somebody else. That becomes your story to help somebody.
And can I keep it real with y'all? Let me tell you something. God said, God said he would, sometimes when God allows us to do different things, and it's challenging, God allows that to happen sometimes because he wants to get the glory out of it. I know I had a lady that said to me, Miss Whitehead, how you got 3 businesses? I said, I got to show you my God. The reason why you don't have a lot because your thinking is small. No disrespect to anyone, but if you put your God in a box like this, then that's what you're gonna get. But if you put your God in a box like, okay, Lord, you said I can do this. You said I can have it, especially if I'm living right and I'm paying my tithes and all those and paying them tithes and them offerings. When you sow it, let's do an example. Okay, hold this pen. I'm gonna have my fist in. Can you get anything through that fist? Can y'all see that? Anything? Ow! Not pushing in. I'm just saying, could you get it in?
No.
You can't. But when that hand is open, come on, give it to me, boo. I can get something to receive. It's the same thing as God. When you're giving and you're sowing and you doing what you're supposed to do, let me tell you something. When you do that, God ain't gonna do nothing but bless you because he know he can trust you. He said, if I can trust you over a few things, I'll make you master over many things, if that makes sense. So if he know that he can trust you, it's nothing too hard for him. So whatever you experience, if you say, Lord, I want to open up a business, I don't know how to do it, I'm going to tell you something, boo. I'm going to tell y'all something. Before I even went and got my master's, I had businesses open, never even went to school for business, didn't even know, had 17 employees and didn't even know nothing about HR, didn't even know about hiring people, but I stepped out on faith and I did what God told me to do. And he rewarded me in that because I put my God big. Antoine, you look like you ready to say something.
Well, you talked about scaling, you talked about not being ready sometimes for the blessing. And I think that, God can scale us up, but we have to be ready for it, right? So what I'm thinking of now is how many people are praying and asking for so much, but they're not right within. So God isn't going to pour into them when they're not ready. And so to me, I'm just thinking that as you're starting your business, make sure that you're right in your heart because it's not just about the money.
That's right.
You're talking about really affecting lives and whatever you're putting out there into the world. So that's what I was thinking.
And then another thing I want to say too, I got to really hit this. If God has, here I go, fan me, y'all. No, I'm just kidding. If God has blessed you to have a business and a prosperous business, please, and let me say this again, please, don't forget about the Lord. Don't get so bougie that you forget where your blessings came from. Don't get so bougie that you stop and pouring and empowering and pouring into your employees. Do not get so bougie that you forget to go back and help somebody else. Because just like the Lord giveth,
take it away.
Hello.
It's gone.
He can take it away. So we want to be good stewards of everything that God has given us. That's all we're trying to say up here. You have to be a good steward if you really want to see your business grow. Yeah, like Dr. Wayne said, you're going to have your trials. You're going to have your ups and downs, but you can't look at that. You can't look at, when those obstacles come. You have to get in your face before the Lord and stand on his word. God, you said. And the thing that I love about it is because I'm a tire player and I'm really trying to be right, live right and stuff, I can go to my Father and say, God, you said, you told me to get this, Lord. You said you're gonna do this. You said not in Matthew chapter 25 not to worry about what I'm going to eat or drink. But, keep my eyes on you and not worry about what I'm going to eat or drink tomorrow because you said you take care of the birds and the flock and the fish and all that other stuff. So what I'm going to worry about? So, I just take God's word and I give it back to him, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. I mean, first of all, without tests, you don't have a testimony.
Ooh. He a preacher for real. He a preacher. What you
go through, most of it is not for you anyway. Mm-hmm. It's for somebody else, and that'll turn your perspective about what you go through around anyway, because it's a rite of passage. It's something you got because it's all to glorify God. So if you're going through it and thinking you're going to handle it, I gotta handle this. that's when it gets too much. But if you go through it saying, man, me and God handling this, God gonna handle this.
Yep, you gotta
You
give
know,
it to him.
I get he with me.
That's
You
right.
know, that's when it goes through, and you take that as a test for a testimony. You're gonna fail if you try to go through this and say it's you that's doing it. Because you got the masters, because you know the business, because you got the money. It's to glorify God. And if you're not glorifying God, he will take it away and you will fail.
That's right. That's right. Do it again.
Take it away.
He will take it away. And even if you don't take it away right away,
Yeah.
your business won't grow the way it could have grown. And I'm speaking from experience. You know, God has blessed me to have a lot of different businesses step out in faith. But because back in the day, you know, being hard-headed, bougie, that's why I can speak about that bougie acting, you know, thinking like I was all that in a bag of chips, not training employees, not making my employees feel like they matter. Let me just say this, employees matter. A good leader pours into their employees so that they can see an outcome in their employee. A good leader help build up their people so that they can push it out. Because you and I both, y'all all know that in business you have to have your employees because you're not gonna be there to run that business all day.
Correct.
And if you do not value your employees, people, please hear me. Look at that door. You see it? It's gonna be a revolving door. I'm telling you what I know. So owners, if you listen to what we're saying, we do have trainings. I do trainings at Destiny to Succeed Institute, and I will train your employees because they have to matter. They have to know that there are people in there and that God loves them too. And just because they're here working for you, you got to look past that. You don't know what God said they're gonna be. They got some businesses in them too. So we can't treat people like they don't matter or they don't mean nothing.
That's so true. Yeah, so, you know, you're talking servant leadership now.
Yeah.
You're talking about really, you know, setting your employees up, or in my case, contractors up, to be just as knowledgeable as you are. So that, you know, when you're down, if you're sick, God forbid, somebody needs to be able to step up and help out. If you don't want to see your ideal die, help grow it.
That's it.
And you grow it through other people.
That's
so
it.
So I'm thinking servant leadership now. I'm thinking about, you know, Jesus washing the feet of other
That's
people, you know, not being high and mighty. Yes, you're the CEO, but you're the CEO because you're chosen to lead. Lead and be a blessing to others.
That's it. That's it. And we just have to go back to the basics because the Bible is the basic instructions before leaving earth. Everything that we need to do and accomplish in this life is in this word. And I didn't really realize that, until I really began to get problems, and you know, because Google is so awesome and amazing that I was able to, you know, like even when you lay on your bills, the Bible talk about that. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Oh, no man, nothing but love." You know, we want to be a good steward, even in churches. You know, God blessed me to have a church before. I really did. Christian Divine Worship Center. I used to go with this bishop, but that's on a whole nother show. And so I know how to put the church together. And even in church, we still have to be business like men. You still have to run that church like a business. You know what I'm saying? Don't ask for the tithes and you put them in your pocket. Right. That's a whole nother show. I don't even go there. But I'm just, yeah, it is. But I'm just saying, so you got to run that church as if you're running a business and develop your leaders as well. Dr. Wayne, did you want to elaborate?
Yeah. Jesus had a team.
He sure did.
And he built his team up to do things that he did. In fact, he said, I'm going to leave you with something that you're going to be able to do greater things than I.
That's right.
That's how that's the same game plan that we should use with our employees or people that we hire and contract under us. We should leave them with things that they can grow and be greater than what you are. Because, that's what it's all about for me. When I'm gone, I want people to say about me some things resembling what they say about people that help others, that give to others. I want those things to be said about me, so that's why I try to live my life now instead of trying to do it when I'm older. I try to do it now, so I'm living my destiny right now. And I'm trying to put forth those things so I can basically put the narrative in people's mouths by my actions, not by what I tell them, my actions. And so then that's how we supposed to build up our people. We supposed to give them everything that they can do so that they can do the things that we do.
Because the thing is, if you want to, how can I say it? Once you get that concept in your and get that concept, that's why I said what I said about the Bible says he does not want us to be jealous over nobody. Because when you are jealous and you got malice in your heart towards somebody that's moving forward, you won't be able to tell them what they need to help them continue to move forward because you got that envious, that heart ain't right. And so the thing is, you don't want to do that because like I said, it's so much money to be made out here.
Right.
We are the lenders, not the borrower. And I can really get deep. I know now they teach on credit repair and all that other stuff. I got all that. But the Bible's saying, oh no man, nothing but love, and we are the lenders, not the borrowers. He's saying it for a reason. He didn't say get all this credit and get in debt. What would happen if you getting all this credit and you charging all this stuff on your business? You know, I understand some businesses need this to get off the ground. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want to just live on that idea, oh my God, I got me a credit card, let me just charge. You know, because what if something happened to your business? Them bills still got to get paid. Then everything that you worked for, they come to get anyway. So for me, I just don't live like that. I try to pay everything off when I can, and I take it what the Bible says. If it ain't in my budget, we don't do it. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yep. So, you know, when it comes to credit and things of that nature, you know, I just think back to when I was younger and I got my first credit card, and I was so excited.
Yep.
You know, and no one had really talked to me about the importance of not charging everything. And you know, without that guidance, I went out, I ran that card up.
23,000 for me.
And,
What you talking about, American Express?
And you know, and couldn't even keep up with
You
it.
better talk.
You know, and so that damages you.
Yeah.
So, you know, having conversations like this where you understand that, you know, credit is important.
It is.
You know, you try not to owe people.
That's
There
right.
are going to be times when you do owe people, but you always work towards paying
Paying them off. That's it.
You know, and you do your best to let them know that you're trying. So I'm in full agreement with that.
Yes. Okay, Dr. Wayne.
Yeah, credit, like you said, it is important in today's society. It is important, but you got to understand that credit is borrowing. And it can be used as a tool, but don't use it to live your life more than what you make. It's really
That's true.
using it for money that you have, but you need to relocate it to a different source at that time. But I am going to pay it off in that month. It's not meant for you to buy things that I don't pay off for a year.
Preach it. I know I was going crazy.
It's meant to use.
That's right.
It's meant to use as a foundation for you gathering more things in a period of time when you have other income coming in another week. Same month, but just in another week. So I can buy something now where I can use that for $200, use that same $200 to double on something. I'm gonna get the $200 again that next week. I'm gonna pay off that $200 credit before it goes into being a billing.
That's right. That's a strategy.
That's a strategy.
Yeah.
You don't supposed to use it. Say, I'm just gonna charge up, like you said when you was young.
Right.
Just charge up a bill. Now I don't have to pay for it. I
But
send in $10 a
right.
month, and basically you end up paying 20 to 30 and maybe 100% more than what you borrowed in the first place.
Can I
It's
just
not meant to use like
And
that.
can I just interject? Now we have a real conversation. Now you know what, you're absolutely correct, because a lot of young people, and especially a lot of people of color, don't understand the importance of that strategy that you just said. Because I know, like for me, I had someone say, well, if you don't have a good credit or credit cards, if you don't use your credit cards, you ain't gonna be able to get this. I'm getting ready to do a testimony real quick, okay? Let me tell you how big my God is. And my little producer back there can testify. Years ago, when I was going through a divorce with my first husband. My credit was tied up, jacked up, and tangled up. My score, you ready? My score was 423.
It can't go
423.
that low.
Oh, but who you talking to? You want to go up? Listen, my friend Kim always say this. I'm gonna say it, Kim. Hear me and hear me well. Okay, my score was 423, but I walked out with a brand new Escalade. Am I talking right, Sunday? And not only did I walk out with a brand new Escalade, I built me a 6,000 square foot home in Franklin. And I'm saying this to say that God said, I was like, but God, everybody said I ain't gonna be able to get this because my credit is this. I was going through a divorce, what made my stuff go bad because my ex-husband at the time, wasn't paying bills and things, so it affected me as well. But I say that to say this, even though I was going through that storm, I still didn't give up on God and what he promised me. And God said, I'm going to show myself mightily in your situation. So he not only showed myself mightily in my situation, I built my home. So did we build our home?
Yes.
Built my home, and when I built my home, not only did I build my home, but at the time I was going to New Testament church, we all marched into that same home like they did with the Jericho on the wall that said I wasn't going to build my home. See, that's why I got so much faith, because you can't tell me what my God can't do.
Wow.
You can't tell me what my God cannot do. That's all I'm trying to get you all to see. If you operate in kingdom business practices, you will be successful. I have 3 businesses in this building right now, and people going, how she did do that? It's my God. It ain't nothing that I'm doing. It is all God. And then Dr. Wayne, how many businesses do you have?
4.
Just say it again.
4.
He has 4 businesses. You looking at millionaires here. But they're quiet about it, they're humble about it, because we know that without God, we don't have nothing. Am I talking right? And how many businesses do you have?
Not 4, I got 2. I'm working on it.
And now, y'all ready for this? You ready for this? We was talking about how to help people. Now, Antoine here has a promotion that's going to knock your socks off. And even if you in another out of town, my YouTubers,
right.
y'all watching, you can still get this same deal that he's getting ready to offer. Tell it to the people at
Yeah.
work.
So my first business is called Surefire Cable, and so we do cable and internet. And we run the specialty you're talking about is actually really, really good for low-income individuals because what it does is it's not so much about the cable, although that's thrown in there. It's basic cable, but the key is you're also going to get internet.
Oh, okay.
And so why is internet important these days? I mean,
Yes.
you don't even have to talk about it. Everybody's using it, including the children. So not for gaming, although it's good enough for that, but we want the children to be connected.
Yes.
So, it's $10 a month for the internet.
$10.
Can't beat that.
You
So
can't
some of, to get it though, you do have to have an EBT card, a debit card, what do you call it, a food share card.
Okay.
So you do have to be able to present that to AT&T so they can verify that you do receive.
Okay, now
those.
hold on, I didn't mean to cut you off. Now y'all hear this. Now we got a lot of people that's on EPT.
Yep.
Okay, so for $10,
Yeah, you can't beat that.
$10, you can't
Normally,
beat, that's
you're
more
paying
than Spectrum.
$70 a month, for internet. So you have to take advantage of it because yes, you can stream your Netflix and your Hulu and you can
You
game.
said $10?
$10.
But I ain't on the EPT.
You're not on EBT. You have to pay the full rate.
Can somebody, y'all give me EPT? I got to get
It's for the folks who can't afford it.
Yeah, that's right.
But the kids can do their homework and things of that nature. And so keeping them connected, keeping them able to research and use Google like you were talking about to find out, what their projects are requiring and that type of thing. So that's out there. The entire package is only $45 a month.
That's not bad.
So you can't beat that. That's cable. And then that's also the internet with that. But if people don't want the cable, you can just do the internet. It's only $10.
$10.
It's only $10 a month.
Now how can
How do
we
they get a hold of you?
Yes,
Right,
yes,
right.
How do they get a
yes.
hold
Come on,
of you?
talk
What you
to
want
us.
to do, there you go. You want to go to surefirecable.com. So surefirecable.com. And then we'll somehow we'll get that up there later on. We'll put it in the comment section
And
of
then
this live broadcast.
And then also, if you want to get a hold of Antoine Miller Digital Branding,
Yep.
his number is 414-540-8560. I'm gonna say it again: 414-540-8560. Y'all know I need to put these glasses on, but I'm just saying. So make sure you guys get in touch with him because this is a phenomenal deal. Now I'm trying to get me an ET. No, I can't stop. But I'm just saying this is a good deal to do that. $10 you
$10, you can't beat that. That's
Okay,
the
so
cheapest
now
you
you
find
gonna
it.
make me do
I'm
something.
serious. You gotta eat BT.
This
I'm just.
they're gonna make me
I mean, $10, you can't beat that for internet. Where we
Right.
getting that at? But I'm just saying, I just had to say that. So y'all see that God is not only just not God will not only give you one business, He will give you desires of your heart. And I'm gonna say this: in order to have a multiple, in order to live comfortably, you want to have multiple streams of wealth. And really, 7 multiple different streams will help you to live comfortably, where you not only just for yourself, but you can be a blessing to others. Because God wants us to be able. I know for me, let me tell you, I wanted to play that lottery, but the Bible say don't gamble. But my heart was, I said, God, if I was to win that millions of dollars, I know what I would do. I would give $1 million to people. They come up to Destiny Seed Institute in the line, and I would pay your bills off. I just want to bless people because if you bless people and not only be freed up financially, you can do the work of the Lord. Mm-hmm. If that makes sense, you'll be able to give and do different things because your money is freed up. If that makes sense, here you go, Wayne. You want to say something?
Yeah. Since he over there giving things away.
Yeah, what you got to give away?
This what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. Redemptive Training Services has a course in carpentry. Mm-hmm. It's valued over about $3,200. Usually it's paid for from the workforce agencies like mm-hmm. Rest Care, Employ Milwaukee, American Works, Maximus. But if you, and I'm gonna give you my email, if you contact me, that I will allow anyone to contact me through this show. I'll allow you to go through the 10-week training course, which automatically connects you with a job of $14 an hour.
That's beautiful.
Now, that's awesome.
And
that's
I will
beautiful.
allow you to go through it free.
Now y'all hear that? If it's free, it's for me.
That's basically one of my companies, Training Milwaukee, paying your whole tuition.
Wow.
Anybody that contacts me at Wayne, WAYNEG, @trainmilwaukee.com. Once again, that's Wayne G @trainmilwaukee.com. That's WAYNEG @trainmilwaukee, TRAIN Milwaukee.com. If you email me with your name, your address, your phone number, I will get you into the course if that's what you want to do. Or
if they can inbox us on the Walking in Your Destiny Gospel Radio show and say that you watched the show and you want to get in on the training with Dr. Wayne Glenn, you can go for free. So inbox us. If you're watching the show or the YouTube show, you can also in the comments below on the YouTube channel, you can also say that you want to do the training, and we'll honor that as well.
And how we'll know is you put on your emails, either way, free.
Free.
And I know you heard it through here because I have not made this offer
I know
ever again, ever before. So if you put free on email with either the show or that email address I gave you, you can get in, I'll allow you to get into the program.
That's beautiful. And then the same thing with Antoine. If you inbox us on the Walking in Your Destiny Gospel Radio Show, Facebook Live, and then also for our YouTube subscribers that's watching YouTube right now live, you can also put in for Antoine, say $10, and you will get that service for $10. Because, honey, I am thrown to the floor. I don't want to go out there because I'm trying to be right. But, honey, $10 for some internet, I'm trying to call some friends and see if I can
leave this show with a job and internet.
Okay.
$212 that's inside the BMO Harris Bank building downstairs.
And we also will have vendors. And if you also want to be a vendor, if you call the show right now, and you can give us a call here at 414-522-9021. or you can inbox us here on the show and on the YouTube channel. You will be able to, if you want to be a vendor, we will have you go for half price. So instead of $100, we'll have you go for $50 as a vendor, because we really want to celebrate you and get you out there, and you also will get a live live radio interview, so we can promote your business. So we're here to really try to help you guys get your business, and if you already have one, promote your business. But we also want to give you successful tools from the Bible that's going to help you grow your business. Amen.
Yes,
Amen.
I want to add something.
Go ahead, you can talk.
I just got a message from my partner, and he said,
Hey, who's your partner?
Giles Patterson.
Hey, Pastor Patterson.
And he just we're gonna put some urgency to the offer that we just had.
Yeah, put some urgency to it.
We're gonna guarantee a free spot for the first 20.
Wow!
The first
Look,
20.
free, yeah.
Then they contact either the show or me at Wayne G at trainmilwaukee.com. Then we can get you into our carpentry program free.
Now, if it's free, y'all, you can't get no better than that. It's for me.
And when I say free,
He means it.
and that's over a $3,200 tuition paid for.
Wow.
Free.
Y'all doing anything else free?
That's one I can afford. Free times 3,200 times 20.
That's right.
That's a lot of money. Okay, so you was getting ready to say something, sweetie.
Yeah, definitely. So I just want to make sure that people know that if they are in need of help with their social media, if they are in need of getting their name out there, if you started a business, the one thing you need to do is beat obscurity. People don't know who you are.
Yep.
So my job as a digital marketer is to really push you and help people learn who you are, give them a link where they can click, leave their credit card information for you to make some money, but I mean, this is business, so you guys have to be out there. You have to be reaching people on social media, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. That's what I'm good at. That's what I'm able to help you do really well.
And I was going to say, y'all, if you guys been watching Second Chance Transportation, Walking in Your Destiny Gospel Radio Show, Destined to Succeed Institute, God's Love Learning Academy, what is it? He does so many people Facebook pages. He's the one that's been promoting all my beautiful quotes, and I don't do it. He does it. So I had to do a shout out to say that, because Antoine, you are doing a beautiful job in there.
Thank you very much.
And because of that, I have hired two drivers, and I'm still looking for administrative assistant, but because he's been really pushing my ads and stuff, it has really been paying off. I've been getting customers because of it, and I just really appreciate your service. So again, y'all need to hook up with this young man here. Give him your information here, because
Yep, so it's
his
Miller
stuff
Digital
really good.
Branding. It's going to be MillerDigital Branding, BRANDING.com. So MillerDigitalBranding.com for all your social media needs.
Yes. Okay, so with further ado, we're going to leave you with a few principles, and because we have 5 more minutes left before we have to end the wonderful show, and I hope you guys got a lot out of it. You enjoyed yourself. Did you enjoy yourself?
Yes, I did.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
you.
pump me up.
Oh,
right.
and then also I wanted to let you guys know the tea that we're drinking today is, and I'm still on this tea. Thank you. It is called, I love this tea. It's called Celestial Cinnamon Apple Spice. Sunday is over here laughing because I've only been drinking. Really?
That's what she likes.
Celestial tea. You know what, Dr. Wayne? I'm gonna say my spiel, and I'm gonna come for you in a minute. But no, she's been laughing at me because I've been drinking this same tea for a whole 3 months or 4 months. I love this tea, so I want to promote the tea. See how I can talk without having rasp in my voice? This is what this tea do. You can get it at Aldi's or Pick and Save or anything like that for about $3. It's a good tea, so you want to invest in that if you're a tea drinker. Okay, let me hit Dr. Wayne real quick.
We're going to have to get them to pay for the show.
No,
You just gave them a...
But you know what?
Whoa,
Let me
we
tell you
gonna have to-
something.
Every month.
Every month. But
Bill
you know
them.
what?
That's right.
Everything is not about money with me. I told you that.
I know, but the
I
way you
like-
just promoted that, they got to pay.
Okay, well, listen.
They owe us a bill. You got to bill
Let me
them.
go and promote this, okay?
It smells so good.
And Redemptive Training Institute. Now, y'all hear this right? Because I want to get a check. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. No, but anyway, I just wanted to tell you, Dr. Wayne, thank you for all the help that you do, because sometimes, y'all, I really cannot see a lot. I mean, you see my daughter go, huh? Sometimes these eyes be playing tricks on the sister as you get older, and so I just wanted to thank God for Dr. Wayne, because he does point a lot of things out when I have typos. I just wanted to say that, and when I can't hardly talk sometimes because of these gold teeth. He would point things out, but I appreciate that. I know. It's all good. But y'all, this is my power team. We have fun like this. We have a good time, and you should be able to do that as business owners, as people of faith. We should be able to laugh and talk and give honest criticism without having any animosity or anything like that. So the principles, again, we're going to leave with you all is the first one. The first principle is that you want to write your vision down, make it plain. You want to make sure that you hear from God. Hear from God. Don't look to the left, don't look to the right, but look up and hear from God. Amen. The second thing that you want to do is you do not want to covenant. You do not want to covet no one else's what they're doing. You want to be happy and cheerful for them, but you keep moving forward. The other thing that you want to do is you want to build products and services that are better than the competition, because you are a person of excellence and you put your own oomph and spill in it. You want to promote those things, and you always want to treat people the way God would treat people, even if you don't agree with them. You always want to show love and kindness. A couple of other principles I'm gonna leave with you. Make decisive decisions, or I should say, make positive, these life-changing decisions that's gonna be influential to you and your business. That's gonna help you grow.
Amen.
But putting God first in them. Build a solid rock foundation that will last. Build your company on a solid rock, which is Jesus Christ. Even if you are a Muslim or if you're not a believer, I'm telling you, get to know Jesus, who he is, okay? Because his principles and his ways does work. So these are some of the principles that we did leave with you. I have a whole lot of them, but time won't allow me to do that. And again, I want to say thank you to Dr. Wayne Glenn for being a part of the show. Again, he's the owner of Redemptive Training Institute. And he's located at 2745 North Dr. Martin Luther King Drive. He can be reached at 414-813-1139. Now that's a check for me too. Amen. And I'm just kidding. And
She
also,
say she used it for 3 months, and but
oh, I used it for 4 months. But anyway. Okay, so what's the other of your other business?
Other business, I have a non-for-profit called Train Milwaukee. We also have the WHIP team, that's a nationwide automotive dealership, and Residual Acres, which is a industry indoor construction company that does things for Starbucks, Home Depot, and different things like that for indoor advertising and setups.
So y'all listen. If you want your loved ones to get in training, if you want your somebody you know that want to get a good job, please give Dr. Wayne Glenn a call. And again, that offer for free still stands, okay?
Yes.
So give them a call. They're doing a phenomenal job in the city of Milwaukee. Him and Pastor Giles. Giles Patterson. I'm sorry, I didn't want to tear it up. Forgive me. But they are doing a wonderful work in the city of Milwaukee, okay? And then again, to my friend who is my marketing person, I just love him. He does a wonderful job. Antoine Miller, thank you for just your business. Miller, thank you. Miller Digital Branding. He can be reached at 414-540-8560. Give him a call. I'm telling you, he's phenomenal. He went to school for this. This is his passion. He loves to do it. Again, I thank you for your expertise being on the show. And again, can you tell us how to get that $10 internet thing?
Yep.
Just one more time.
Absolutely. So inbox the show. Just inbox and say $10 free. Say internet. Whatever it is, we'll have your name. We'll be able to get right back to you, and then email you or text you or just inbox you back with the information to take next steps to get that $10 a month internet.
Yes. And again, if you are a person who wants to open up a business and you're desiring to get a business open, give us a call at 414-431-3414. That's Destined to Succeed Institute. We would love to help you get started. And again, we have a seminar coming up. These great people you're going to see here at the seminar with some other inspiring people that I haven't even mentioned. My cousin, Evangelist April Bates, and my wonderful, beautiful seed, Sandeta Weddle. She also is a business owner. They're going to be being there talking about wealth and how to get you to get a business open, give you the tools you need. All of us. This is a life-changing seminar, and I'm telling you, only for $100. And then once you take this seminar, we are with you for life. We have to see you succeed. Am I talking right?
Yes.
We have to see you succeed because God gave us this platform and we don't want to take it lightly. So, and with further ado, before I end the show, I have to ask anyone, if you do not know Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, and you want to know this man who we've been talking about, you want to get to know some of these principles that we've been talking about, you can do that today by repeat these words after me with a pure heart. Dear Lord Jesus, I believe that you died on the cross for my sins. I ask that you come into my heart, Lord. I ask that you clean me up from my sinful nature. Father, I cannot do this without you. And I give you permission to come into my heart as today, Lord. I thank you and I praise you for being the head and the ruler of my life. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. And if we said these simple words, they're simple words, but you said it with a pure heart, let me tell you something. We welcome you into the family of God. And you are now saved. You are a believer. You are a Christian. And so my prayer is that you get to a Bible-believing church that's going to teach you the fallible word of God. I go to Christian Faith Fellowship Church, located at 8605 West Good Hope Road. And my bishop and my pastors are named Bishop Darrell Hines and Pastor Pamela Hines. I go to a phenomenal church. I love my leaders. You guys are welcome to come tomorrow, Sunday service at 10 a.m. We have family and friends and let me tell you, it is going to be the bomb. So come on now. If you don't want to go to that church, we have wonderful churches here. He's going to tell you the name of his church. Go ahead. Spread the love about your church.
First, I want to say thank you, Mitch, for coming on. And that was just another listener that came in, Mitch Breverman.
Oh, Pastor Mitch.
Yeah,
Pastor,
you might
we
want
have
to say hi to
hi.
him real quick.
Hi, Pastor Mitch Braverman. Hi, Pastor. I love Pastor Mitch Braverman. He also goes to Christian Faith. But give a shout out to your church.
Okay.
Pastor Sean.
Pastor Sean.
Hey, Pastor Sean.
Nah, you got my tongue tied. I don't even know the name of the church.
Well, see, that's what the influence of the Holy Spirit will do to you when you get to talking about the word of God.
Oh, let me tell you so I can think about that real talk.
Listen, Pastor Sean, he don't even know the name. The church he goes to.
Sean and Benita Beverly are my pastors.
Yeah.
No. It's Greater El Bethel Church of Worship. Pastors Sean and Benita Beverly, great pastors.
Yes, love them. And WGOB.
And El Bethel is a great church to come to.
Yes.
And you're all invited. Matter of fact, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it right on this communication line, the address and everything to my church. And if you need a church that's personal and you in friendship and want to feel the warmth and the spirit of God, you're also welcome to mine also.
Amen.
So, thank you.
Amen.
There you go. And then All Saints Church right off of 24th and Capitol.
Amen.
We're happy to have you if you want to stop by.
Amen. So there you have it. We want to give our shout outs. And then also I wanted to give my last shout out to all the business owners who just got open recently. One word of counseling, Pastor Mitch Braverman. If you are in need of counseling, you need to give him a call. It's One Word Counseling. I don't have his number in front of me, but you can go to the Facebook page and you can Google it. His name is Pastor Mitch Braverman. Okay, so, and then also L&T Living Facility with Care Transportation. What's more? Innovative Transportation. Royal Transportation.
Who helped them do all these businesses?
Who
helped them do all these businesses?
What did you? And Jesus. so me and God and my beautiful seed, Sandia. So my team over here. So I just want to give a shout out to all the business owners. I'm proud of you. Continue to walk in your purpose and your destiny, and continue to take the principles that we have given you so that you too can be successful. And by all means, y'all have a blessed and prosperous day in the Lord. And thank you for tuning into the Walking in Your Destiny Gospel Radio Show live with your host, Shauna Whitehead Stocks. Toodles, see you next time. Make sure, YouTubers, you click and subscribe. Click and